likes, my dude, because you've got to stop into Scud Stankley's skate shop for one radical offer. Down here at Scud Stankley's, we've been providing our town with the most bodacious products and radical service that we can offer. The only thing we haven't done is teach you how to skate. Well, that all changes now because everybody that walks through the front door walks home with one free copy of Roller Champions for your home computer. Everyone that walks in the back door gets shot. Roller Champions will have you pulling off the sickest tricks, the nastiest shots, and tackling random strangers, things you're too much of a wuss to do in real life. It's also definitely not shutting down anytime soon, so stop asking. You can play to earn some crazy cosmetic rewards that nobody will ever see. Remember, that's Scud Stankley's skate shop at 14 Big Dumper Avenue, and make sure you use the front door. If you need more information, you can feel free to call us at Hey Ubisofts, I really enjoyed that Ubisoft Forward presentation that you guys showed. So many cool new games and features to existing games, but I can't help but feel like there was something missing from that presentation. What was some game you literally just launched a few months ago, a live service? What was it called? Oh, you don't know either? Okay, that's good. Well, maybe during the next Ubisoft Forward. No? Okay. Well, I think the 27 people that still play Roller Champions are going to be thoroughly disappointed by this news. Yes, that's right. Today we're going to be talking about Roller Champions, that game that combines roller derby with that one scene from The Road to El Dorado. Make sure to leave a like if you're down bad for Shell, or Miguel, or Tulio. Frankly, I'd take the Chief. He looks pretty soft. You roll around in circles while you pass the ball, beg to have the ball passed to you, shoot, miss, pick up the ball, dodge a tackle,
but don't dodge it good enough so you still lose possession of the ball anyway, so what's the fucking point?
Right, back up. Okay, Roller Champions was announced back at 2019's E3, and there was a playable demo for it. And a pre-alpha demo was available to play on Uplay. Just remember that Uplay existed. Hang on, gotta go wash my brain wrinkles. There wasn't really a lot of news about it after that either. It was supposed to come out in 2021, that got pushed back to May of 2022, and the Switch version came out in June 2022, and that's really it. I didn't see any news coverage for this thing at all. Mind you, IGN didn't even review this game. They did some coverage on it before it came out, but there's no actual official score from IGN. That's pretty bad when a AAA game doesn't get a full review from them. Not that I trust every IGN review, but it's kind of saying something. Honestly, if I had to imagine what the marketing budget for this game looked like, I assume it's probably a few pennies and a ball of belly button lint, because I didn't hear jack squat about this game until somebody suggested that I talk about it on this series. This is a live service game being published by Ubisoft. You really think they'd be, putting their whole pussy into this thing, making sure people hear about it and play it, because frankly, it's supposed to go up against Rocket League, and I don't think it's doing that very well right now. Alas, the only headlines that I've seen about the game are that it's dying faster than a slug in a salt mine, and Ubisoft saying, no, it's definitely not shutting down anytime soon. We promise. That's it. And if you really have to come out publicly and say something like that,
I don't believe you.
And that all leads us to now, a live service game that's only been out for a few months and nobody is talking about it. I mean, I even had a little poll in my YouTube community tab to see if you guys had played it, what you thought about it, if you even knew it came out, or if you even knew that it existed, and much to my shock and awe, almost half of you, maybe more at this point, I haven't checked it in a couple days, didn't even know that the game existed. Since this game isn't available on Steam, I had to use some other metrics to try to figure out how much interest there is in this game, if people really care about it. Twitch says that it's got anywhere between 20 to 40 viewers daily. Like, that's pretty bad for a AAA published live service sports game. It needs a lot more than that, especially a game that has drops enabled. All the posts on their social media are basically abandoned, that they'll get like maybe 100 likes, and there's that one guy that asks, hey, when's it coming to Stadia? And every post like that's gonna save it. So what's the gameplay like? Well, It's roller derby with a ball. You can pass it, you can throw it, you can tackle people, you can dodge, you can jump up in the air, you can squat when you're going downhill to go faster, you can draft behind other people, you can slingshot from your teammates, which is actually kind of fun and does come in handy sometimes. The way the points work is when you do one full lap with the ball, while your team has the ball, the goalpost opens up and you can score 1 point. If you can make it around again, you get 3 points, and if you can make it around one more time without losing possession of the ball, you can instant win the game. It's very hard to do this though. There was never those crazy moments you get in Rocket League where you accidentally backflip or something and you tip the ball and it goes in the goal because no one was defending it and your whole team goes apeshit because, wow, I was so crazy. That never happened in this game at any point. I never felt like some crazy play just happened or some insane, like, nothing. I never got that feeling that it was even, frankly, possible for that to happen. The skill ceiling feels rather short compared to Rocket League, which I think is where all the fun of Rocket League comes from. Similarly with, fighting games and stuff like that, the skill ceiling is infinitely high. So seeing people who are really good at the game pull off these insane plays that you could never do in a million lifetimes, no matter how hard you try. It's so fun to watch. I don't feel like I would ever see that playing this game. It doesn't feel like there's room for that much improvement in your playstyle. And that's really not good for a AAA live service game that's completely free aside from cosmetics, because if there ain't a bunch of people interested in the game, no one's buying cosmetics or the roller pass, whatever it's called. Not good. Not only all of that, but this game has a similar problem that Knockout City had when I talked about that. You see, at this point in the game's lifespan, when you try to jump in and play, you're gonna get a couple matches versus two guys that don't know what they're doing and a bot maybe. They're going around the arena the wrong way and stuff like that, and it's a cakewalk. And then, 3 matches later, you're teamed up against dudes who are dripped out in the most expensive cosmetics in the game, and they're skating circles around you and grinding your dick into the pavement. It's not fun anymore. It's just bleh. And yeah, I know, obviously the whole thing is just get better, just keep playing. I don't want to, because the game is not exciting or fun enough, and I don't see myself really enjoying this game just because I'm better at it, because the whole concept of the game and how you score and everything is just not that exciting. It's not like crazy cool to look at either. This game is just like, it's kind of ugly, frankly. Don't get me wrong, like the arenas and stuff look cool and sliding around looks cool and stuff, but boy, these character models, I know you can customize them to make them look different, but God, I thought Knockout City characters were ugly. These dudes are fugly. These dudes are foogly. Horrible. Look at this. This is the stuff nightmares are made out of. And don't get me started on the fucking victory defeat screen where whatever team won disco dances you on your way to hell or whatever's going on here. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's horrifying. Now the other question might be, maybe there's some other game modes for you to play if you're not very excited by just the regular mode. I mean, Rocket League has that. It's got the Rumble mode or whatever it's called, where everyone's got power-ups and people are summoning tornadoes and covering themselves in spikes to grab the ball. It's really fun. It's fast-paced. It's exciting. You never know what's going to happen next. It's cool. Well, this game does have other modes, but they're really not that exciting. One is you collect stars, I think, around the skate park or like a slightly different looking arena. And one is the normal game mode, but instead of a big circle, it's a figure eight that you skate through. And that's like the only real difference. There's no crazy power-up mode or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. It feels like they could have done a lot more, or they could have made like a hockey mode, a basketball mode. Again, I know, just stealing ideas from Rocket League, but hey, it works. As it stands right now, there's just simply not enough content in this game to keep people playing. It's not exciting enough to want to, play more than a handful of matches. The cosmetics that you can get are okay. I mean, they're not like Halo Infinite bad, but they're not great. I feel like they could have gotten away with some kind of crossover event. I mean, Fall Guys just got Assassin's Creed costumes. You're telling me that an actual Ubisoft published game can't get some Assassin's Creed skins or some Tom Clancy Splinter Cell skins, something? anything, like something so that Assassin's Creed fans might go, oh, what's the, oh, maybe I'll try this. It's got an Ezio skin or whatever. Why didn't they do that? I don't get it. This is the kind of game where, frankly, I don't need to see the player count to know that this game is dying. You can tell me until you're blue in the face if you love this game. It's not dead, it's not going anywhere, it's the next big thing. No, it's not. It absolutely is not. It's got zero presence on Twitch. Nobody gives a shit about the socials. I mean, I played in matches with the same 3 guys, like 3 or 4 matches in a row. Like, that doesn't normally happen to games with huge, thriving player bases. When you go to Ubisoft's website, here's a real kicker. When you go to Ubisoft's website, at the top, there's a tab that says Games. You hover over it, and it shows you some of the games that they just announced, the new Assassin's Creed games, and their most popular games. For Honor is on that list. For Honor came out, I don't know, 5 or something years ago. That's on that list. But Roller Champions, that just came out in May, is nowhere to be seen on this list of like, oh, here's our cool games that you should try. Here's our best stuff. This is what we are. Not on the list. 3 months after launch, 4 months after launch. Kind of telling. Ubisoft already doesn't even care about this godforsaken game, so why on God's green earth would I or you care? We wouldn't. And that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you liked the video, and glad you made it this far. If you did, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and you follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/resetget, where you can see me play the games that I talk about in these videos. We just finished playing Dead Island Riptide, so I'm already starting to work on that video. It was really fun. You guys, if you haven't already, you could check out the VODs if you want to, partake in watching those. We had a good time. I mean, it was kind of a dumpster fire near the end there when they, reused the whole section from the end of the first game and just copied and pasted it into Riptide. But hey, that's a video for another day. And make sure you stay tuned for my next video. I already said it's Dead Island Riptide. Stay tuned!